Rangers face an incredibly challenging task this Thursday night as they prepare to host Athletic Club at Ibrox for the first leg of their Europa League quarterfinal clash. Despite being massive underdogs in this matchup, Rangers have reportedly received a huge boost ahead of the game, something that will certainly be a talking point throughout the build-up. The team's hopes of overcoming the Spanish side will be further discussed in today's video alongside the latest Rangers news from the past 24 hours. There's so much to dive into today, so make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for all the daily Rangers content you need. However, before we delve into that, there's an interesting topic that has been generating a lot of buzz in the Rangers community. Michael Stewart has suggested that Rangers should be doing everything in their power to convince Greg Taylor to make the controversial move across the Old Firm divide once his contract with Celtic expires at the end of the season. The Scottish international's contract at Parkhead is set to run out this summer, and Celtic boss Brendan Rodgers has confirmed that Taylor will be leaving the club, with Arsenal's Kieran Tierney returning to Celtic Park as his replacement. Taylor's potential move to Rangers has been rumoured for some time now, and Stewart believes it's a move that could be a game changer for the Ibrox side. He reckons that Rangers should be looking to snatch the talented left back away from their bitter rivals. Even though no player has successfully crossed the Old Firm divide in such a manner since Robert Campbell did so 119 years ago. While it's an extremely bold suggestion, Stewart is adamant that Taylor is a player worth going after, especially considering the fact that he's set to be a free agent in the summer. Speaking on the Premier Sports Scottish Football Social Club, Stewart explained, "I floated this idea 2 or 3 weeks ago from a Rangers perspective. I don't know what Greg Taylor will be thinking, but from Rangers' perspective, it's a free transfer and he is in the Scotland squad, so he's another Scottish player, which is a huge asset. I don't know if Greg Taylor would be interested, but he's a quality player. For me, he's better than Jeffer and he's better than Redilm, so I would do it." Of course, this wouldn't be an easy deal for Rangers to pull off. Taylor is highly regarded, and other clubs are likely to show interest. Dynamo Zagreb, who failed in a January attempt to sign Taylor, are reportedly still keen, and several major MLS clubs have also expressed an interest in the 27-year-old defender. But with Rangers in need of reinforcements, particularly in defense, a player of Taylor's caliber could provide much-needed depth for the team. As Rangers prepare for Thursday night's clash with Athletic Club, they've been handed a significant advantage with Spain's #1 goalkeeper, Unai Simon, confirming he will not be playing in the first leg at Ibrox. Simon has been a key figure for Athletic Bilbao, both for his club and the Spanish national team, playing a pivotal role in Spain's Euro 2024 campaign. However, Athletic Bilbao's rotation policy means that Simon will be rested for European competitions, and his backup Julen Aguirre-Zabala will take his place between the posts. This is undoubtedly a boost for Rangers, as Simon is widely regarded as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. His absence means that Rangers will not face the same level of shot-stopping quality they would have with the 27-year-old in goal. Aguirre-Zabala, while a talented keeper in his own right, is far less experienced at the top level, and Rangers will be hoping to capitalize on this potential weakness. The backup keeper has already shown his worth this season, playing a key role in Athletic Bilbao's Copa del Rey triumph, where he was the hero in their penalty shootout win over Mallorca in the final. Despite this, Athletic Club's defense remains one of the toughest in Europe, and Rangers will have their work cut out to break them down. The Basque side has conceded just 24 goals in 30 league games this season, boasting the joint best defensive record in any of Europe's top 5 leagues. Only Atletico Madrid have conceded fewer goals, and Rangers will need to be at their best to find a way past their rock-solid defense. To make matters even more difficult, Athletic Bilbao are even more formidable when playing at home. While Ibrox will be rocking for the first leg Athletic Club's fortress, San Mamés has been an incredibly tough place for any team to visit. They've conceded just 9 goals in 15 home matches, keeping 6 clean sheets along the way. This is a testament to their defensive organization and the difficult challenge that awaits Rangers in the return leg next week. For Rangers to gain any kind of advantage ahead of the second leg, they will need to break down a defense that has proven almost impenetrable. In other news behind the scenes at Ibrox, there's a growing sense of unease as 49 squad as well 49ers enterprises continues to edge closer to completing their long-awaited takeover of Rangers Football Club. What was once seen as a new beginning for the Scottish Giants is now starting to feel like a never-ending waiting game, and this is testing the patience of key figures within the club. Rangers' recent form on the pitch hasn't done them any favors either. A shock defeat to Hibernian has dented the momentum that was building earlier in the season, and even goalkeeper Jack Butland, once considered a consistent performer, has come under renewed criticism after another costly mistake. Despite these setbacks, Rangers fans have largely remained hopeful. The promise of new ownership, combined with the imminent arrival of 49ers Enterprises and businessman Andrew Kavanagh, has given supporters something to hold on to, offering a glimmer of hope in what has been a tumultuous period. However, with weeks passing without any concrete updates from Glasgow, that optimism is beginning to turn into anxiety. Fans are beginning to grow impatient, and frustrations are mounting as the clock ticks down without a resolution. During a segment on Record Sports Hotline Live, journalists Scott Burns and Keith Jackson discussed the situation. Burns confirmed that while the deal is close to being finalized, there is a growing sense of frustration within the Ibrox boardroom. I'm told there are maybe some Rangers directors who are getting a bit frustrated at the time taken to complete this deal, Burns revealed. Jackson also weighed in, explaining that the deal isn't as straightforward as many might have expected. And this was never going to be a case of XLS to Y like it was when the 49ers completed their business at Leeds United. The structure at Rangers is far more tangled, and that's been a major factor in the delay. Despite rumors suggesting that the deal could collapse altogether, Jackson was quick to dismiss these claims. Sources close to the situation maintain that the deal is still very much alive, but the process has been frustratingly slow. The waiting game continues, but with pressure mounting on all sides, there's a growing urgency to finalize the deal and move forward. If the 49ers are to win over the Rangers faithful, they need to act quickly, as timing has never felt more critical. The proposed takeover represents a potential turning point for Rangers, one that could bring much needed investment, fresh ideas, and a renewed sense of direction, both on and off the pitch. However, with performances on the field continuing to falter, and with key figures at the club growing restless, the pressure is on to get the deal over the line as soon as possible. As the uncertainty lingers, fans and directors alike are hoping that a resolution will come soon, bringing clarity and a fresh sense of optimism to Ibrox. As the situation surrounding Rangers and their potential takeover continues to develop, there's also a growing sense of concern over the team's current form. While fans have largely remained patient, buoyed by the hope of fresh investment and new ownership, the pressure is mounting both on and off the pitch. The latest setbacks have done little to ease the tension, with performances faltering at a critical time in the season. One player who has found himself under particular scrutiny is goalkeeper Jack Butland. Once viewed as one of the most consistent performers in the side, Butland is now facing renewed criticism following a series of costly mistakes. Despite his earlier form, which has seen him become one of Rangers' more reliable figures, the recent slip-ups have left many questioning whether he's still the right man for the job. It's a frustrating situation for the English goalkeeper, who was expected to provide a solid foundation at the back for a Rangers team chasing silverware. Butland's struggles have only added to the sense of unease, especially as Rangers prepare for one of their most challenging matches of the season against Athletic Bilbao. The match against the Spanish side will be a litmus test for Rangers' aspirations in the Europa League this year. With the prospect of playing in a high-stakes quarter-final clash, the pressure to perform has never been greater. But it's not just the players on the field who are feeling the heat. The ongoing uncertainty around the club's ownership has cast a shadow over the season, and supporters are beginning to question how much longer they'll have to wait for clarity. The situation at Ibrox has taken on a more anxious tone, with fans growing increasingly frustrated at the lack of updates from the board, as the 49ers Enterprises deal drags on the sense of anticipation has turned to anxiety. Fans who were once hopeful that the new ownership would bring a fresh sense of direction and ambition to the club are starting to feel the strain of the drawn-out process. The growing impatience among Rangers supporters is understandable. When news of the impending takeover first emerged, there was a collective sense of excitement. The prospect of new investment, fresh ideas, and the possibility of a new era for the club was enough to lift spirits and create a sense of optimism. However, that optimism has started to fade as the weeks have gone by without any real progress. Despite the promises of change, Rangers' recent performances on the pitch have done little to reinforce the belief that a new era is on the horizon. The defeat to Hibernian was a particular blow, highlighting the inconsistency that has plagued the team throughout the season. It's clear that there's work to be done to restore Rangers to the level of their competitors, especially as they prepare to face the formidable challenge of Athletic Bilbao in the Europa League. While the financial backing and strategic direction provided by 49ers Enterprises have the potential to reshape the future of the club, the delay in finalizing the deal has left Rangers in a state of limbo. As the clock ticks down on the current season, the uncertainty surrounding ownership is beginning to take its toll on both the team and the supporters. There's a palpable sense of urgency as fans and directors alike hope for a resolution sooner rather than later. With each passing day, the pressure increases, and the need for a clear vision and decisive action grows more critical. For Rangers, the stakes have never been higher, and the timing of the takeover could determine the trajectory of the club for years to come. Looking ahead, the match against Athletic Bilbao will be a key moment for Rangers to prove they have the strength and fan resilience to compete at the highest level. While the absence of Unai Simon is certainly a boost for Rangers, the task of breaking down Bilbao's defense remains a monumental challenge. With the Spaniards boasting the joint best defensive record in Europe's top leagues, Rangers will need to be at their very best if they hope to come away with a positive result. Athletic Bilbao's defense is not only solid, but they have a well-organized and disciplined system that has been difficult for even the most prolific attacking sides to break through. Rangers will need to be creative, patient, and clinical in front of goal if they are to have any chance of gaining an advantage heading into the second leg. While the pressure is undoubtedly mounting, there's also a growing sense that this is a pivotal moment in the club's history. A strong performance against Athletic Bilbao could reignite hope among the supporters and provide the momentum needed to carry them through the rest of the season. It could also serve as a statement to both the club's potential new owners and their rivals that Rangers are a team to be taken seriously on the European stage. With so much at stake, the next few weeks could prove to be defining for Rangers as they aim to navigate through a period of uncertainty and build towards a brighter future. As the team prepares for Thursday's Europa League clash, all eyes will be on Ibrox. Fans will be hoping for a performance that matches the ambition and potential of the club, while the players will know that the pressure is on to deliver. With the ongoing uncertainty surrounding the ownership situation, it's clear that the next few weeks will be critical in determining the future of Rangers Football Club. Whether it's through a successful Europa League campaign or the resolution of the ownership saga, the coming days will undoubtedly be some of the most significant in recent memory for the Scottish Giants. The waiting game continues, but the sense of anticipation and the desire for change remains strong. As Rangers push on in Europe and look to close the gap domestically, the club's supporters will continue to rally behind the team, hoping for a brighter future and a return to the top of Scottish football. For now, though, all focus is on the quarterfinals of the Europa League and the monumental challenge that awaits them against Athletic Bilbao. It's a game that could shape the future of the club, and Rangers will need to be at their very best to ensure they come out on top. With new ownership on the horizon and a team hungry for success, the stage is set for what could be a defining moment in the club's history. Rangers have the potential to make their mark in Europe, and Thursday's clash against Athletic Bilbao is just the beginning of what promises to be an exciting and challenging journey. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. In a bombshell development that has sent tremors through Scottish football, rumors are swirling that Rangers FC have been eliminated from the UEFA Europa League as a result of a financial fair play FFP violation. Though no official confirmation has come from UEFA or the club, the speculation has ignited a firestorm of debate among fans, pundits, and football authorities alike. The alleged sanction stems from reported discrepancies in the club's financial disclosures, which may have breached UEFA's strict FFP regulations designed to promote sustainable club management across Europe. Sources close to the situation suggest that UEFA's club financial control body, CFCB, conducted a thorough investigation with findings severe enough to warrant immediate expulsion from the continental competition. Rangers, one of Scotland's most storied and successful clubs, were poised to make a deep run in the tournament, buoyed by strong performances in the group stage. Their potential removal would not only be a sporting setback, but a financial and reputational blow that could have ripple effects well beyond the pitch. It would also mark one of the most high-profile punishments UEFA has handed down to a British club in recent memory. Supporters have reacted with a mix of disbelief and anger, flooding social media with demands for transparency and accountability. Rival fans, meanwhile, have been quick to seize on the news, fueling online banter and reigniting debates over financial conduct in football. The Scottish footballing community now finds itself gripped by uncertainty, awaiting an official word that could either calm the storm or confirm the worst. Should the rumors prove true, this could reshape the landscape for Scottish clubs on the European stage and trigger a closer examination of financial practices across the domestic league. For now, Rangers fans are left with more questions than answers, hoping their club can clear its name before the Europa League anthem fades from Ibrox for good. Greetings, fans! Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.